Highbeam is one of our fastest growing customers and honestly an amazing partner to work with. I'm here with Philippe, who is the head of credit at Highbeam, and Daniel, who does capital and partnerships at Highbeam. Thank you guys for being here.
Good to be here.
Before we get started about our partnership, I'd love for you guys to tell anybody who's watching what exactly is Highbeam.
So Highbeam is a financial platform. We built it specifically for e-commerce and CPG customers. We want them to be able to bring banking, payments, and just access to capital all into one place. We want them to be able to streamline their payments in one place. We want to optimize for idle cash. And honestly, the overarching goal is that it's just a home for them to come to and not have to juggle a bunch of different products.
So underwriting is a core part of your business. What made you take the leap of faith and trust us with that?
It was really the promise of a complete solution to the pain points that we were having. You know, when you meet with a lot of different vendors, and you get offers for like partial solutions. It's like, okay, yeah, this is great. It solves part of the problem, so maybe we'll consider it. But Accend's promise was this is a complete solution to the problem that you're having, and that was more than enough incentive for us to go to proof of concept and then really move forward.
It honestly reminded me of Highbeam, how we're trying to be the one-stop shop, on the finance platform for e-commerce and CPG brands.
I'd love to know as well, when we started working together, what was the surprising thing that you found after we productionized and we started working together?
Yeah, the first thing that we noticed was how well it integrated into our own system. It really felt like we had built it internally, and this is something that we had been working on. It was so easy to integrate.
Anytime we brought you guys feedback, you always made really quick changes, and again, made it feel like it was, worked with the Highbeam model, and it was, internal tool, so it was extremely helpful.
In terms of cost savings, the ROI math for you guys, how does that pan out?
Yeah, the funny thing is, like, we can actually give a specific number. It's like what the cost that is saved. Like, we came up like this is saving us like $120,000 a year. As we continue to grow, those cost savings could essentially keep going up because, like Daniel was saying, it's just another analyst that we may not have to bring onto the team because we can pass that on to Accend to take up that workload.
On the other side of things, as we do grow and as their portfolio gets bigger, now we have the ability to bring on potentially someone less seasoned, earlier in their career, where they can come in and help us with getting it into our model and basically then handing it off to a senior underwriter when it's 95% of the way there.
We can take all the financial spreading and credit memos, pass that on to Accend, and now when we're ready to, we can go out and hire someone and really commit more time to making sure like they're on track to become one of those senior members of the team and join that decision-making process.
Yeah. Well, one thing I love is, obviously talking about these numbers. It seems like you mentioned it's like 4 or 5x, so good in terms of like cost savings, but also driving some of the revenue for the company as well, which we take like really big pride in. So you guys talked about speed. Why is speed important?
We want to move quickly because the brands that are coming to us for financing want to move quickly as well. It can literally, turn a successful brand into an unsuccessful one very, very quickly.
One thing that we say a lot of times in our deals is if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And we, as Highbeam, partnered with y'all, we want to make it where they can come in and get really fast capital, but at a very reasonable rate. We pride ourselves on what we charge our customers and the flexibility on cash and that kind of thing. But what's funny is that we've definitely lost deals because of speed. And it's funny because we'll see the other lender hit the bank account because we have live data and everything. So I guess we were a little slow on that deal. Yeah. We saw it drop in the bank account.
Yeah.
Exactly. And now that we're with Accend, that it's really not a concern of ours anymore. We know that we can upload everything into the platform and expect a decision within the same day.
Well, it's great to see that you guys are thinking about how the business can grow from Highbeam perspective, but also how customer experience is really important for you. We started Accend with the idea of reducing the stress for underwriters and the credit teams. Now that we've been working together for the past few months, I'd love to understand, where has the focus been shifted for you guys?
I would say most credit teams will put a focus on speed and maintaining underwriting quality. And so I feel like every credit team strives to achieve automation at some point that maintains the standards that you had in place when you were doing everything manually. So integrating with Accend has helped us take a massive leap towards our goal of automating our process. And when we can get there, it'll allow us to shift our focus to developing more working capital solutions for the brands that are coming to us for financing.
That's exactly what we want as well. Like, we want to take up work off of your plate so that you guys can focus and the team can focus on growth, which is great to see. Well, thank you guys so much for this. I really appreciate your partnership, and we're very excited to keep building things together.
Yeah,
absolutely.
it's been great. We're looking forward to the rest of the year, what we can do together.